Guys, I'm here to talk about How to Get Away with Murder. Season 2, Episode 3 is called The Octopus. It looks like the case of Catherine and Caleb is going to be going on throughout this season. So they have a new case of the week, and then what's going on with Annalise at the end. You know, she gets shot, and we don't know what happened. Let's talk about the case of the week. The lady's name is Tanya, and she's accused of involuntary manslaughter because she was having sex with a guy, and it was supposed to be rough sex, and he died. She's a sex guru who have all these freaky dicky parties. And at least, like, I need your client list of the people who were there at the party. Tanya's like, it's anonymous. You know, people come out there to get their wildest fantasy on. Can't be giving names out. She said, well, I mean, you can either have no business or you can go to jail. She gives a list and at least tells them, go find someone who will testify. The kids have no luck because nobody want to testify. Connor gets invited to the freaky deaky party, and he takes Michaela. They go. The lady who invited Connor's name is Alicia, and her husband was there. So they find out that when you get to the party, you get a necklace with an animal on it. So whoever has the same animal, you can have sex with them. Finds out that the night of the death, Tanya asks Alicia to trade necklace with her so she can go have sex with the guy. And Elise confronts her, and she tells that she was in love with the guy and he didn't want to leave his wife, and then he had 2 kids. So she knew he was taking Viagra, and she gave a pill, was a blood pressure pill, to make him have a heart attack. She wanted to do that so his wife can see what he really is or what he really does, so she can leave him and they can be happy ever after. But it didn't happen that way because he died. And Lisa was pissed and everything. When they go to court, she tells him it's premeditated first-degree murder or something like that. And then the wife was on the stand. I don't even know why the kids were there. They were talking about sex. This whole episode was pretty much about sex. And Lisa didn't get no sex, but it was about sex. And the wife found out that her husband was taking Viagra because she went to pick up some medication for her son, and then they asked, did she want that medication? And Elise flipped it on her and said that, you know, you found out that your husband taking Viagra even though y'all ain't having sex, and then you give him blood pressure medicine to make him die. And they're like, no. Tanya got mad because Annalise sit here and threw the wife under the bus to get her off. Tanya gave them a gift, and I guess it was freaky deaky toys or something. And then she gave Annalise a card to invite and say, if you ever, get tired of sleeping alone, come. And she went to get dressed, and I thought for sure she was going, but she did not go. I'll reveal where she went later, which if you saw the episode, you already know. And Connor was, because they were making fun of Michaela because she never had an orgasm. And Connor showed a picture of Levi. Wes sees it and realizes it's the same person in Rebecca's picture. Michaela and Levi have been, I guess, dating. And at first, in the beginning, they were making out. They were about to have sex, but she stopped it. I forgot what her reason was. Or I couldn't understand what she said. But they didn't have sex. And I guess they had been dating. She had to leave because she was going to make dinner for him. But she didn't have any food. Wes gets there. I'm not sure if she was at home, but on the way, before he got to the door, he stopped Levi. We found out Levi is Rebecca's foster brother. He tells him he thinks she's dead. Wes assumed that he was in contact with her. And at first he was like, it could have been you. And I think Rebecca didn't trust Wes at first. And Wes confessed and said he loved her. And then said, it's probably your boss. I hate that Annalise is a beast when it comes to being a lawyer and stuff. And she don't actually kill people. I mean, she'll cover up for you because that's what she do. But she don't kill people, and everybody give her the bad rep. And I kind of hate Wes because Wes killed her husband and she covered up for him. And then you're about to set her under the bus because she sit here and you might think she killed your girl. Like, really? But she didn't prevent you from going to jail. I hate these ungrateful little kids. Wes told her, like, I will not let Michaela or the rest of them know who you are if you stay away from Michaela. She shouldn't did that because Michaela over here having sex with him. And you know how she is. She would be very pissed if she knew who he was. Wes goes to talk to Nate. And this is where when Annalise was getting dressed, she went over to Nate to apologize. Let's back this up. The police officer had daughter name was on the list and stuff. Frank had checked out for Annalise that Nate wasn't getting his job back. So she went and blackmailed the police officer and got Nate his job back. You know, I hate Nate, like, be mad with her, but then I don't know, like, you could turn in, but you be mad. I just really don't, like, you be mad and you just want to stay mad, but you don't want to do anything about it. I'd be confused. And then he was saying, and I think he did it, like, he was still pissed, but he said it so he can get in to find out the truth of what happened to Rebecca. And he said, I need time. And then we see Wes was in there. I was like, wow. That's pretty much happened. Okay, let's move on to Caleb and Catherine. A picture was revealed that Catherine and Caleb got something going on. I knew it when I first seen it because he kind of caresses her. Be too close for siblings sometimes or whatever. And he got a little temper too. Anyway, Annalise confronted him. He was like, well, you begged us to hire you as a lawyer and stuff. And when we tell you, the secrets keep coming out and y'all keep looking crazy. If I was her, I would get Catherine alone because she seemed very fragile and find out everything. But they found out who leaked the evidence, who leaked the picture was the head housekeeper and stuff, and it went to St. Clair. Then Annalise talks in a recorder and gives instructions to Frank. I don't know if she gives it to Bunny, but she gives it to Frank. And then she was been drinking. It was funny because she was stumbling up the stairs and stuff, and then she went to sleep. But she heard something. Bam, she popped up. Her reflexes and her alertness was on point for somebody who was drunk. And heard something in the house, went downstairs, saw a mouse, and she called Frank. But Frank didn't answer. She called Wes, so Wes took care of it. Wes took a paper towel, a towel or something, put it over the mouse, and hit it with a hammer. I was like, and didn't flinch. I was like, something wrong with him. I always knew something was wrong with him. Come to find out that Astor had broke into her house and stole her tape recorder, gave it to Sinclair, and Sinclair basically blackmailed him because of some girl. He said, I'm done. She keeps bringing it up, and then she sent the picture of the girl. Bunny lurking, creeping and stuff. The picture came up, and then she was like, that's who you been basically cheating on me when he was gonna, at first he said nah, and then he just left alone and said yeah, so they broke up. He goes to his father and tells him, like, I'm in trouble because of Tiffany. I don't know who Tiffany is. Maybe Tiffany was his sister, maybe something. They were on the lake and he was drinking and he hit her. And anyway, that was covered up. And I bet you any amount of money Annalise knew that. Like, I feel like she just handpicked all these people. Like, where she already knew he was manipulative and just, you know, a little psycho or something. Knew Laura background, her family and stuff, and knew she'd do anything, lie, cheat, steal. Connor just get anything, having sex. Kayla had come from a poverty lifestyle, reinvented herself and ain't going back. And I like her this season better than I liked her in last season because she was very snobby. So anyway, we see that Caleb and Catherine are very, they dating or whatever they're doing. And I don't know where they're going to go. Every time I turn around, they got a new secret. What else? Okay, so Michaela's hooking up with Levi. Wes told him that don't be around Michaela or I'm going to tell who you are. And he still was there. I don't know. Connor and Oliver are having sex or trying to find out about Frank. I think Bunny was abusive, or she was being abused or killed somebody. Annalise helped her. I think Frank was an ex-con and he just dressed up and looked nice in suits because he always doing dirty work. He don't really do anything else. And then let's talk about the ending. Annalise is on the floor. The phone ring. It's Nate. He sit here and leave a message like trying to see if you all right. I think that's probably an alibi. And then they were running. The kids running in the woods. The police cop pull up and it's Nate. He's like in the car. So he knew what was going on or something. So he's about to be in the mix to cover up things too. Maybe he know the truth of like they killed Sam and she was covering it up and that's why I put him under the bus. Who knows? Anyway, that's what happened from last week. Yes, I'm posting late again, and I'm trying to do better, but I was working this whole week, and it was crazy. I'm trying to keep up, trying to do better. Subscribe to this page, leave a message or a comment, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I will talk to you about episode 4, hopefully this week.